Y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mia K. If this is your first time here, my name is Mia, and today, y'all, today we're gonna be talking about dating in your 20s, Christian edition. Not the, but dating. I don't want to say it's ghetto, but it ain't exciting for me. It's just like. It's just like, dang, like I know I gotta go through a couple to get to what I want, but it's just like that process is what I don't like. But certain things that I have experienced and certain things that I'm looking for. So after that, I listened to Jerry Flowers. He have a whole entire cuffing season. It's extremely good. Jerry said something like, as Christians, you're not just supposed to serial date. And what that means is like you're just not supposed to just allow everybody to have access to you and to have that time. Pause on that. Like rewind that. Like, as a Christian person, like everyone shouldn't have access to you. You shouldn't just be out here serial dating everybody. Like that's not what you should be doing. And when he said that, that really spoke to me, because I'm like, okay, like dang, like, and sometimes I'm there. I don't know if ladies and men, this is for everybody, but ladies, I don't know if you ever feel like, I know for me, like I know I'm her. Okay, like I'm that girl. Like Mia, you is that girl. Like I tell myself that all the time. But sometimes, like when you feel like you're not getting like that attention, it can make you feel like, oh, like, you know, like kind of question your worth and stuff like that. And I just want like all the women out there to know, like, you know, that you are beautiful, that you are wonderful, and that God have a man for you that's meant for you, that will love you from the inside out. A man that will love your quirkiness if you quirky, a man that will love your goofiness if you're goofy, a man who love you if you're loud. And you don't ever have to water yourself down for someone because of what other people said. And that's another thing that I was listening to a podcast today, and he was saying like that so many people change their personalities because of what someone else said. So like an ex said, oh, you was too goofy. This is personal. Someone actually told me that. They was like, you play all the time. And it would have been easy for me to switch to where I'm not goofy. I don't do what I do, and I just let what that person said molded me. And he was basically saying, when, you know, when someone say that to you, a lot of people switch their personality because of what someone else said, but that personality is something that God gave you to impact other people. And by you not being who you truly are, you are missing out who the person that God have for you. That doesn't make sense. So basically, because you wanted to change your personality because of what other people said, now you're not going to get the person that's meant for you, because now you're not truly yourself. You're another person that you created. Like, dang, that makes sense, because I remember I was talking to this guy. He was like, you goofy, like you play all day, like that's all you do. Well, if I'm goofy to you, then that means I'm not the person for you, because Mia, she gonna kiki, she gonna ha, and she gonna do something funny. Like that's just who I am. Like I shouldn't have to water myself down because I want a man or because I want a relationship. That's not what I'm doing. Oh, like I feel like I really don't have a lot of options, because like I have, it ain't hard to get a man. Like, I mean, you can walk down the street, you can get a man. You get a man, and all the ladies know you can get somebody at the gas station. Like you could be pumping your gas. They be, I like they do not be playing at the gas station, you know. For my time, my healing journey, which I'm still on, you know, I recommend everybody take that journey to heal, especially a lot of ladies that like have to feel like they need someone to make them feel valued or anything. Like, don't serial hop, don't serial date, and really take that time to really pour into yourself and just self-reflect. Imperative before you start dating and being in a relationship with people that you spend that time actually healing from, you know, your past trauma, your childhood trauma, relationship trauma, whatever those traumas may be, because you don't want to get in a relationship and you not heal completely. And I think that's something that that's something that's so important for me, and that's something that I'm doing now in my current season, because I know that like my desires in my heart is to be married, like it is to be in a relationship. So I feel like in this time, I need to spend that time really focusing on Mia and healing me, because how can I show up being the best version of myself by having healed from pain and from hurt and all that stuff. And so I just feel like before I even get involved for real with the man that's meant for me, that God bring into my life, I have to do that first. And once I really work on doing that, God will then bless me with the person that he wants me to be, because I done did the necessary work and I can handle what he's about to bless me with. So for me personally, like, I listen to a whole bunch of podcasts. Like, I listen to Jerry Flowers, I listen to Latarius R. Whitfield, Dear Future Wifey, I listen to Just Different, I listen to Therapy as a Christian, I listen to Black Girl Heal. Like, I would tag all those people down below, and they really help me with like certain aspects. Like, just I listen to different stuff in the morning, like especially to start off my day and like with my word and everything like that, and it really changes the trajectory of my day. Like, it does, and it helped my mindset. And then I started going to therapy. I love my therapist, Vicky. Girl, if you watching this, you my girl, like, for real. So it's just like doing those subtle steps to really help me heal and to actually just become the woman that I envision myself to be, that God has for me to be. But anyway, that little tangent. But it's just that, you know, I feel like as a Christian woman, like, me knowing the type of woman I am, like, everybody's not gonna have the access. Everybody shouldn't have access to me. So I can't be like, dang, like, I know I'm fine, because I know I'm fine. I know it. But I'm not gonna be like, you know, sometimes I try to not have myself be like, dang, like, why I don't have X, Y, and Z on my line? Like, dang, like, you see me, you see the material, like, you know, like, what is it? But it's like, everybody shouldn't have the availability to have access to me, because they're gonna damage the property. Because guess what? You a prize. You're something valuable, you know. Prize. So everybody shouldn't have access to that prize, you know. And so it's just like, if anybody can have access to that prize, they're not gonna be able to value that prize the way it should be valued. So they're not going to be able to take care of it. They're not going to be able to keep it shiny. They're not going to be able to nurture it. They don't know the certain things that they need to do to keep that prize from looking good, to not look dull, to look shiny, to look better than it was once they got it. They're not going to be able to do that. And so if you have so many people having accessibility to that, you going to be a busted trophy. And at the end of the day, who want to be a busted trophy? Not me. Me, I don't want to be a busted trophy. So when I have those moments to where I feel like, dang, like, I don't have X, Y, and Z on my line, like, or I don't have this, it's like, the love that I have and the love that I give, everyone is not able to handle that. Everyone is not able to be blessed with that. And so I just know that even though I may feel lonely or bored or wherever the case may be, God is really helping me, because the one thing I wouldn't want is for so many people to have access to me where it breaks me down, and it'll be so hard for me to get back up and for me to heal from certain things, because I done been through so much, because so many people done touched something that they wasn't supposed to touch, that so many people done scraped and bruised and did all this, and it's no coming back. That my husband won't be able to receive the best version of myself, because everybody else done had the opportunity just to see how I am, and just to be able to say, oh yeah, I talked to me, oh I dated me. Be a fruit inspector when you talk to people. And so that's one thing that I'm like implementing. So I'll tell you, so this guy it's this one guy who always be in my DMs, y'all. You know, I noticed him, right? Like I noticed him because it's some things that he posts, and I'm like, like, you always with someone, like, and it's a different person every time. So I was just like, you know, like, I see that you be with X, Y, and Z a lot. Like, you seem like you unstable, and I can't build nothing with nobody if you like this. We need to have a flat foundation, because if you like this, how can we grow? It ain't no growing in it anyway. And so, like, I peeped that, and he was like, you know, like, he always like say certain stuff, but this time he was like, you know, I want to take you out. That's how you get somebody's attention. I want to take you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna set it up. That's the one. That's the way. And so I was like, oh, okay. that's different. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, let me give him a chance, whatever, right? So we chopping it up. And so he called. First of all, I'm the type of person, I call people all the time unannounced, but when somebody do it to me and I don't know them like that, I'm like, what you calling for? Anyway, so he called and I'm like, hello, like, be on the phone. And he was just like, you know, like, oh, what are you looking for in a relationship? And I'm like, at this point right now, I really ain't looking for a relationship, honestly, right now. Am I? Low key, but not at the same time, not really. And so I was just like, nah, like, you know, like, I'm open to it. Like, if it happened, it happened. But this is not, like, I'm just not out here just searching for it. Like, my husband gonna find me, because I just don't want to just date. I just don't want a boyfriend. I want a husband. I want a husband. And so he had asked me a question. He was just like, you know, like, what are you born or something like that. I said, if you're looking for a woman that, you know, just here for a good time and you're gonna go out and party or whatever, oh, if you're not ready for something serious, then I'm not the person for you. I want someone I can grow with. I want someone that we can build off each other. I want someone that we can, like, help each other grow, you know. And I said, I'm out of that stage where I was just partying and just doing all that stuff. Like, I want something real, something that's long lasting. And I said, if you looking for someone that you can just pick up and toss down and you ain't really building it and y'all just going with the flow, that I'm not the one for you. I'm not. And I told him that, and the next day he hit me with like, I feel like, you know, I don't want to waste your time, I don't want to waste my time, but I feel like we're just not compatible. And y'all, I'm not gonna cap to you, like, that made me feel so sad. I was just like, I got rejected. But it's all about your perception, right? How you view something. And it's like, God is protecting you, like, you know. And my friends had to tell me that, like, Mia, God is literally protecting you, like, from something, you know. Like, he wasn't ready for what you are, and I respect him for that, because so many people waste your time. I know I ain't ready for what she want, but she look good, she's some good arm candy, so I'ma hang on to her, you know. And I respect that so much, because I done told you what I wanted, and you said, obviously you had some sleep on it and you knew that you couldn't do that, and so you said, all right, I'm gonna let you be at peace. And, you know, I respect it. I respect that for sure, like, for real. But I think, you know, as dating, as Christian women and men, like, we really have to, you know, piggyback off of what Just Different said. They was like, you know, you can't go off of vibes, because you can vibe with anybody. You can vibe with your neighbor, you can vibe with your coworker, but that don't mean that's the person that you're supposed to be in relations with. The person that you're in a relationship with, y'all should help each other grow. They should bring out different values in you. You should, like, y'all should be, that foundation of God should be in your relationship, and y'all should be getting closer to God together, you know. And I was like, dang, you know, that's so good. And then I don't know the brother's names, but he was like, you know, you have to be a fruit inspector. And that's basically what I was doing with a boy, you know, because I knew that I was just like, you always post multiple women, and I had brought that up, and I'm just like, it just seemed like you were not comfortable being by yourself. You feel like it seemed like you always have to be in a relationship. And that's me evaluating his fruit, because now, why are you doing it? Like, why? Jerry was saying that for him and his wife, they kept it private, because he said he related it to concrete, and he said, you know, when concrete is drying, like, when it's still wet, anybody can walk on it and it will leave an indentation on it. But he was like, he didn't want that to happen to his relationship, so they kept it private. They built together, and then once they, you know, let the world know that they was together, you can walk on it, you can say whatever, but guess what? That concrete is still, your feet ain't leaving no indentations in that, because it done dried, it done formed into its natural state, that no matter if you do walk on it, it's not gonna leave no footprints. And I was like, dang, that's so good. You know, we can vibe with someone so good, you know, but that don't necessarily mean that's your partner, that's your purpose partner. That could just mean that's just your homeboy, your homegirl, whatever the case may be. That don't mean that that's the person that God really wants you in a relationship with. And so, like, you really just have to think about that. You really just have to, like, and that's one thing, let's just be a little bit transparent about my situation, about my dating history. I feel like, you know, moving forward in my dating journey, especially as a Christian woman, it's certain things that I know that I want, and it was I know what I want because it was from my last relationship. My last relationship taught me a lot. It taught me things that I want in my future partner, my future husband, and some things that I didn't want, and some things that I'm like, it's non-negotiables. But one thing is definitely like praying together. Like that's one aspect that I never had, that was like something beautiful that I had. So now, you know, when I talk to anyone, it's like, where's your relationship with God? You know, like, are you in your word? Like, are you going to church? Like, are you doing certain things? Because it's like, I'm trying to grow on my walk, and I can't have no man that don't go to church or don't be in his Bible, because how can you help me? You supposed to lead me, and it look like you can't lead me because you ain't in your word. You know, qualities that I want my next partner to have. So especially that relationship with God, reading his Bible, and just being able to grow with each other, fast with each other, and to do those different things. Those are definitely things that I want to implement. If y'all hear sneezing, that is my dog. What I would say is just to have that discernment. Ask God for that discernment. Ask him to send the right people in your life. Ask him if someone is not doing you any good, they bring you harm, remove them out of your life. And just once you feel like you found that person, like pray about it and really just spend that quiet time with God to hear what he's saying. And then also evaluate their fruit. Like, see how they look and see how they act. And one thing Jerry Flowers said, he said, you got to see how someone act in every single season. And that is so true. Like, when, God forbid, when death happens, when heartbreak happens, when, you know, when all this stuff happens, see how they handle different stuff. Because you women say, like, it's no good men out here. I rebuke that. I don't know about y'all. Now, it ain't that many in the sea that you might be in. But you got to go out. I don't know what they say. They be saying all men is dogs. Mia, let me tell y'all something. Mia ain't say that. It's some good Christian praying men out here, and one of them is meant for me. And I will not dog y'all out. That's one thing Mia do not do. That's one thing I do not do. I do not say these men be blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not dogging y'all out, because one thing I ain't gonna do is block my blessing, baby. That is not what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing that one bit. I ain't blocking that. So if someone ever said I done dogged the man out, they done lied. Okay, it is a lot of beautiful black Christian men out here with nice faves, nice wave, little braids, all that, you know, whatever your hairstyle is, you know, it don't even matter to me. But it is a lot of good godly men out here. We just gotta find them. Actually, we don't gotta find them, they gotta find us. So just position yourself and work on yourself, sis, and he gonna come. Okay, and that is exactly what I'm doing, baby. I'm in this bag. I said I need to do X, Y, and Z. Let me go do X, Y, and Z, and God is gonna bring me in. And I'm like, you who I've been praying for. And I do not believe in dating apps. That is not me. Like, who gonna be on Christian Mingle? Not me. Me is not gonna be on no Christian Mingle. Cause guess what? My husband just gonna walk on in. I don't know where he gonna walk on in from, but he ain't gonna be on no Christian Mingle that I'm looking for in a man. And I know those things. I guess I can tell y'all those things. So some of the things I'm looking for in a man, definitely God led. Like, he got to be led by God. Like, he got to hear from God. Like, he got to know. I feel like, you know, his relationship with God's got to be like this. They got to be real tight. Definitely someone who pray, like, who know how to pray, who want to pray together. Someone that I can be just bubbly with, goofy with. Like, I'm in the stove singing, you sing, you the beatboxer. You know, I'm singing and dancing, you the beatboxer. We, you know, we doing all this. Like, I want someone I can travel together, be with. I just want a hardworking man, a hardworking Christian black man. And I mean, that's just something that those are some of the qualities that I really, really want. But at the end of the day, that foundation with God got to be strong. Like, I want us to both have that foundation that's 10, and for us to really just work on ourselves. So I'm praying for y'all to find your person. I'm sure praying for me to find mine, with him to find me. He need to tighten that thing up. Come on, wait, group. I need to hurry on up. Hurry that on up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. And until next time, bye, y'all.